So when I started climbing last January, I genuinely thought it was going to be such a cheap hobby. All you needed was a pair of rental basic shoes, a chalkball, and the entry cost into a gym. I may have slightly underestimated on the total cost of climbing. Just want to add, there is probably, definitely cheaper ways of spending less on climbing. But I think with the ever rising cost of living, especially in the UK this last year.
You have failed me, thank you.
Total coke addict.
You like a cup of tea?
There's no surprise that climbing has cost me so much. But at the same time, every single penny I've spent has been well worth it for my mental health and my self-development as a person. Right, let's talk accessibility. In theory, climbing shouldn't cost you anything to go climbing, seeing as you could just turn up to a crag and pay a small car park charge, or if they've got a coffee, I don't even drink coffee, why am I even saying? I've only been outdoor climbing about 5 times in the last year and definitely didn't make the most of it and definitely spent most of my time inside, even on sunny days. But this year, I'm not holding back. I'm gonna be outdoors every weekend that the weather isn't quite rainy. It's always rainy here. Right, let's head indoors. Whee! Right, okay, so this is where most of my money has gone. It's just gaining entry into climbing gyms. So I've visited 19 different climbing centres outside of the UK whilst on my trips around Europe. The cheapest centre I visited was the Factory Boulder in St Sebastian in northern Spain at a cheap price of £7.59. It was a really awesome centre which had some really fun climbs. However, powdered chalk was banned. And I think we all know what my feelings are on liquid chalk. Liquid chalk. Okay, so the most expensive was Boulders in Denmark at £16.25. Honestly, this place was massive and I only did a few interesting climbs. But across all the gyms, it has an average price of about £10 per entry, which I think is fair enough. So combining all my trips to different gyms, I spent £220 getting into European climbing gyms. Okay, so now let's talk about in the UK. So I pay £60 a month for a monthly membership at my local gym, which gets me unlimited access, and I definitely get my money's worth throughout the year. So 12 times 60 is 720. Outside of my local gym, I've visited 6 other centres, some in London, mainly in the southeast of England, and the average price of entrance into a UK gym is about £15, where if you go to London, it's normally about 17, 18, sometimes 19. And then some gyms in the UK make you do a £5 registration fee, which if someone could explain to me the reason why they do that, please. So that comes in at a total of £300, which means I've spent over £1,000 just gaining an entry into a climbing gym to climb some plastic. Right, let's talk about gear. So, as you expected, my collection has dramatically increased over the year. Chalk bags. Why did it take me so long to get a bucket? Best £25 I've ever spent, but I am in need of a new one. Harness, £50. Carabiner, £15. ATC, £15. Locking carabiners, £20 each. Hardly use them. Shoes, I'm a UK size 9, but I'll give you the size of the shoes as well. So my first pair in January was the Sportive Tranquillatus, or whatever they're bloody called. By the way, I have raging dyslexia. Scarpa. They last me 6 weeks. I threw them straight in the bin because the soles had completely come apart. So in February, I bought some Dragos because they were trending. It was a really nice pair, and having a pair of softs. They were size 9, they fit really nicely. They lasted me 2 months. Definitely not down to my technique. In March, my next pair was the Solution Comps. These are probably my favourite shoes. They're really stiff and they're really quite heavy compared to other shoes. They're absolutely battered. I got a resole. These were really good, apart from I did burn through them really quickly. The laces snapped, which apparently is really common with these shoes. Just to describe the type of personality I am, I went outdoor bouldering once and I was like, right, I need a pair of outdoor boulder shoes. I went onto eBay and bought a pair of Scarpa Instant VS's, the orange ones. That's what I wear outdoors, and I really like these. Onto my current pair of shoes, Scarpa Instant SRLVs. Wow, that's a mouthful, isn't it? They're comfy. I quite like the colour of them. I really like the purple. Purple's really nice and they are really comfy, and that's what I currently use now. They're probably not going to last me very long now, if you've seen my dining video. You'll know why. How the bloody hell have I spent £643.50 on climbing shoes? What the heck? I need to stop smearing and work on technique, I think. So I forgot to add chalk and tape, which I spend £20 a month, which comes to £240. So a grand total of £2,286.50 I spent in my first year of climbing. Let's find out if all that money was well worth it on this fruity little pink one. Are we ready? Oh, that was not nice. Oh, come on. Oh, that was fun. Right, thank you for watching the video. I will try and spend less money this year. Thank you. Ciao.